Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another review, and today we're checking out the bootleg S.H MonsterArts S.H Ghidorah, and as you can see, this guy, he's a big boy. So this is a bootleg that surfaced around the time that the Showa Ghidorah third party figure came out. This was promoted or shown as a as a special color version of Ghidorah. And he was he ranges in price quite a bit. He can be around from, I think, 60 to like $100. He's complicated to get, because when I ordered him on off Wish for about $60. But the pictures I saw this on Wish were the Showa, the Showa bootleg, which I'll probably put up a picture of. But yeah, so I thought I was getting the Showa, and I got this guy instead, which I was kind of disappointed, but oh well. And you know, so there's no guarantee that even if you do order him, you'll get the right one. On eBay, I've seen pictures of the 2019 version, the Showa, this one. So yeah, eBay might be a better place to get it, and you know, be certain that you'll be getting you know, the version you want. But there's still no guarantee. I haven't ordered off eBay a bootleg figure, so I'm not gonna say, hey, get it off eBay. I got it off Wish for $60. I'm happy with it, so it is what it is. Now, this is not a true bootleg Ghidorah, or Heisei bootleg Ghidorah, because this is using the body and the legs, and I think the tails of the Showa. The wings, the tips of the tails, and the heads, I think, are different, but everything else, the necks, the body, and the legs, that's the Showa Ghidorah body as well. You know, parts. I don't think it's that bad. You know, you barely notice it. He's just a little fatter. That's it. The new parts are the wings, though. The head, like I said, the heads, and the tail bits. So as you can see, it's passable as a Heisei Ghidorah. It's pretty solid, I will say. It's solid, you know, I don't feel like I'm gonna break this guy. A few parts do pop off easily, but they're on ball joints, so you can just excuse me, so you can just pop them back on, like that. No biggie. Here, I'm gonna have to move this guy a little bit. Yeah, bam. You know, no biggie. And the paint wise, when I saw a lot of other people saying, you know, ooh, this thing smells bad as soon as I unboxed it. Oops, just moved a bunch of stuff. It wasn't that bad. There is some kind of smell, but again, it's not that bad. But I mean, the paint looks pretty good. None of it is, you know, scratched off or anything. The bits of gray you see on the heads, that's something I was messing around with, and I never painted properly. That's not on the figure itself. The only place you might find some odd painting is the eyes. Some of the eyes on this one weren't painted fully black, but I mean, you can just take a small pen and dab some paint on it and fix it pretty easily. Another thing I've seen is the bent horns, not bented. You can fix those, but I just left mine as is. They don't really bother me all that much. And the only other issue I can think of is this left leg. This joint here, you can't even see that here. The ankle joint just will not really move that much in comparison to this one. Man, my voice is leaving me. In comparison to this one moves quite a bit, no problem. But this one, it's no, I think it's just the ankle here. This doesn't really move on either one, so that's not too bad. I don't know if it's, you know, the ankle isn't oriented properly or what, because this one is a lot shorter than this one. So maybe it is a case of one of them is on the wrong way. I've tried moving it, but it won't budge. It does mess around a little bit with how the figure stands, but again, it's not that big of a deal. So, articulation. I'd say it's pretty good. There's about 20, no, I think it was like 17 joints in the necks, and that's each one, so you can pull off a pretty good pose. I do recommend heating the joints up just so you can get the most out of them. And so yeah, look, that's a pretty good bend. I hear that on the official figures, the necks just would pop off if you try to move them like that. These, oh my goodness. These necks, they do pop off sometimes. It just depends. Generally, it's if you push them too far. It's not a case of them being loose. It's just, you know, if you push a ball joint too far, it'll pop off. Yeah. It's not that they're loose. Oh no. There we go. That one's a little tight. So that's the articulation on the necks. Here, just in case someone might ask, here is the neck pretty much all the way back. I think it can go a little further. Oh, the wing. Yeah, I don't know how. I didn't think about that. The wing. Here. Yeah, that's pretty good, I'd say. There goes the tail. I'll attach that in a second. Let me orient the head back forward. Look, I'm a professional, guys, I swear. Let's get this tail back on. Oh no, that hit the headphones. There we go. Tail is back on. The heads. Here, I'll get a close-up of the heads. It looks like, oh, I'm bumping stuff all over the place. It looks like S.H Ghidorah. The mouth open. This one's probably not a good example. Here, they're on ball joints. Some of them open wider than others. Oh, not getting that in shot at all. The left head, that one does not open very much. You could probably force it a little bit, but I'd be, yeah, it opened a little bit more. I'd be careful with it, you know, just in case it is a small ball joint. Then the waist on mine is odd, because it's almost as if it were spring-loaded. You'll move it, and in order to, ooh, that's pretty ugly. I didn't notice that before. In order to get it to sit, you gotta have to, like, jam it into another piece so it'll stay. Otherwise, it'll move right back. Oh, it's making me look bad now. Unless I, like, did something I wasn't supposed to. But you could maybe get a full 360 out of that. I haven't tried. And then you can lean it back a little bit. That's as far back as it goes. You can lean it forward that much, I guess. I thought I could lean it forward more, which is a decent bit. It's not that bad. Then legs. This leg is not one to move. Let's try this one. Okay, this leg, Yeah, you can go forward. You could probably get it to go all the way around. Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut that out. Yeah, you could probably get it to go all the way around. It's got a knee bend. Kinda, sorta. Let me try to get that in better. Yeah. And the ankle's kinda weak. Oh, the knee on this one is better. Here, that's straight. And then that's bent. Now, the tails, I counted, and there was about 16 joints here as well. Well, there's one here at the base of the tail. Then, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, there's 15 segments. They all move pretty good. On mine, the tails do pop off a little bit easily. It's mainly this right one. But again, you just pop it right back on. And they're pretty posable. This tail's killing me. There we go. They're pretty posable as well. So that's it for posability. But if you get this version, the Heisei version, you also have the possibility of getting stands and beams. So this is a beam stand thing. And you can get 3 different colored beams. I think this is what the special colored version had. So here. I've never tried this just because I don't really plan on using the beams. But I'm assuming you just kind of place them up here. Somewhat. You open Ghidorah's mouth. And, bam! You got a beam. Wow, that's like 3D, you see? Quality video reviews here. I don't use it just because, well, it's not really flimsy, I just don't like the look of it. The stands themselves, it's pretty good. It's got 3 pegs, 1 for each thing. You get this weird system though, where you get this arm. Here, let me pick it up a little. You got this normal arm, and then a little bit where you attach a section. Let me try and pop this one off, if I still can. Yeah. You get this section that goes on this peg, and then these little things, you can't really see that. These little things, they go on this. So then you attach that to this, and you put the beam on that, because the little bits do not go into this section. So it's kind of weird. I really don't like it, but you get the option to. You also get a flight stand with this guy. I didn't want to dig mine up because it's also not safe to use in my experience. But you get it, you know, it's another thing you get. I'm not sure if I showed off the beam colors yet. But you got a blue one, a orange one, and an orange one, but it's like darker. It's almost red. But you know, these are the 3 beams you get. You know, they're pretty good. They feel like solid. They don't feel like they'll break. They're kind of flexible. So, you know, if you're into beams, you got your beams. You could probably use these for other figures as well. So, actually, one more thing. I forgot the wing articulation. There goes the tail again. Okay. So wings, this is back, this is forward. You can move it up, 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 kind of, up at an angle. And I think you can rotate them. Yeah, you can rotate them alright. Oh, bumped the mic again. Not sure why that would look good, but you got the option. They are kind of on a weird system though. I think one of these is a duplicate joint, so one is gonna sit a bit different than the other. As you can see, this one is kind of sitting strange. Maybe I fixed it. No, yeah, it's still sitting kind of like lower and at an angle than this one on the other side. You might be able to fix that somehow. I don't know how, and I've been too lazy to figure out a way. But you know, it's not that bad. You hardly notice it. But I think that'll be it for this review. I'm not doing size comparisons in the actual review. I'll be doing them in pictures, just because I don't want to go back and forth carrying stuff. And then I'll do photos after the, what's it called? The size comparisons. But in conclusion, see, we're using the big boy words. In conclusion, I think this is a pretty good alternative to getting a, you know, MonsterArts Ghidorah. You can use this in place of a GMK, a Legendary. There is a Showa figure, but I mean, you could use this in place of the Showa. It's fairly cheap. It's on the cheaper side. Like I said, I got mine for $60 on Wish. Granted, I thought I was buying the other version, but you know, you get what you get. So I'd say 100 is kind of pushing it for me. That's just, you know, my budget or whatever. But if you can get this guy for around 50, 60, that's a steal. And again, it's not like, it doesn't feel like a bootleg. It doesn't feel like it's gonna fall apart on you, aside from this bit, this tail bit. But I could probably tighten that up if it really bothered me that much. I would have tightened it up by now. Actually, I'm starting to think I might. So yeah, for a bootleg, this is a really good figure. You know, I didn't want to go in on the legendary, not legendary, MonsterArts Ghidorah 2019 because that thing is too pricey. And the other Ghidorahs from MonsterArts, they're also extremely pricey now. Pretty much everywhere. So I think this is a good option for people who want a Ghidorah and don't want to spend a huge amount of money on it. This and the Showa. But I don't have the Showa. So, yeah. Go and get a Ghidorah if you really want one. So thanks for stopping by. I hoped I helped. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more goof 'em ups. And comment down below what your favorite goof 'em up was. Catch you guys next time.